Hi, my name is Lee Thornton, student number 20041034. This is just a quick video demo of my application, which is called Statmaster. Statmaster is a native Android application which allows the user to record GA match data and automatically calculate our statistics based on that data. So I can click into my application here. Here's the splash screen that appears just before the user log in or sign up. So from this view, a user can either log into an existing account or sign up for a new account. As you can probably see from here, I already have an account created. That's because I haven't logged out of my account the last time. So full authentication, user authentication is enabled here through the use of Firebase. So I can just show an example of that. If a user was to try and log into an account that doesn't exist, then they're giving this pop-up message. And also if they try and log in with an incorrect password, then this message will appear. So as I said, I already have an account, so I can just go ahead and log into the existing account, as I have already created some data for the purposes of this demo. So upon login, you're taken to the games view, which is indicated here in the bottom nav and up here in the top left. So the title views are always indicated in the top left, and that's consistent throughout the application. And here indicates the current user that is logged in. So a user, because of the authentication, can only ever view the data that they themselves have created. So a new user wouldn't be able to see the current data on the screen. So we have a search functionality here. So just for example, if we want to search for just the Ballyduff game, then that'll filter out. We can also search for won games, draw games, and lost games. So won game shows here. We can search for drawn games, and we can also search for lost games, but at the moment there is no lost games. And then from here, a user can actually also add a new game, but I can show more on that later. So from here, using the bottom navigation, the user can cycle through the games view, teams view, users view, or log out, which I'll show at the end of the application. So if we can navigate here to the teams view. So this is a list of all the teams that the user has created. As you can see here, it's indicated in the top left, and in here at the bottom, in the bottom nav, that we're on the teams view. And again, the current user that is logged in is displayed. We can also search for teams here. So we just search for the junior team that appears. And the user can also add teams from this view. So if you just click the add button here, we just test team, hit save, then we can see the user has a new team here. So I've already created two teams here that have existing players, so we can click into Mount St. Senior team. So as you can see here, we have a list of all the players in this team. From here, a user can change the color of the team, or they can add a player. So add a player and editing a player work the exact same way. So I can just click in here to player name Gallo, number 3, and we can actually add an image in here that would represent Gallo. We can also change the statistics from this view. So if I just go ahead and just add in some statistics, you can see that statistics are calculated based on the data that's added by the user. So if I hit save here, and then the user can click in and statistics are saved, you can cancel or delete the player here. So I can delete the player here, and player is removed from the list. So we have up functionality as well, included in the top left here arrow, so that just brings you back to the previous view. So next we can showcase is the settings view. So the user here can enter a new email, a new password, and that will update the account. Obviously, to update the existing account, you need to enter the current email, which is what's indicated up here. You can see here the settings view is enabled, and also the bottom nav is enabled here, so you can see that we're on the users view, and we can cycle back to the team's games if you wanted. So we can finally show the games list view. So this is a game that I've already created. So as you can see here, there's goals and points, so that's automatically calculated based on the player data that's added by the user. You can also select a won or draw game. So if you're trying to save that, it won't let you, as you can only have one determine the outcome from a match. And also how we select a team is you pick from this drop down list here, so you can actually see the test team that we've just added. But it's probably better to show from a new game completely. So if we add a new game here, we can just call it test game. We can set the score as 0.0. We can hit save. So if we put the test game, we can select our team. So we can select, say, Mount Sion senior team. If we hit save, then the player list is the players that are in the Mount Sion senior team are loaded to the game. So if we indicate this as lost, just for example, and say 1.8 as the opposition score, and then we can add some. If a match was happening in real time, we record data here. So just for example, just some arbitrary data. So upon save, the test game goals and points is updated with the data that we have added into the game. And just for demo purposes, we can filter for the lost games here as well. So finally then is just to show the logout. So we can log out from here, and then that just brings you to the sign up login view. Thanks very much for your time.